10 flashpoints, 20 years, national security situation that impacted India. Mr. Manish Tiwari, Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha. This is an invaluable addition to the literature on national security that looks back at the security situations that impacted India in the past 2 decades and evaluates India's responses, both successes and failures. Author examines the tools and processes of Indian statecraft, defense, diplomacy, and intelligence, and weaves a veritable tapestry around the institutions and individuals that form part of the country's national security establishments. Mr. Manish Tiwari.
So when Manish's book actually got into news even before it was released, and I thought the title of the book was How to Win Friends and Influence People. It made a lot of news. But the reason why this book has been selected is we've always believed in speaking truth to the power. And a lot of people speak truth to the power, they're not equitable about it. So if you look at this book, he's been very even-handed in his praise as well as criticism of all governments. Not just so he's, he felt that the response to the Kashmir issue could have been more kinetic. He feels that the response to China could be better, but he's very even-handed in what he says. And when a politician sticks his neck out and makes such statements, then it is our responsibility to point that out and celebrate rare honesty in politics.
Thank you very much, Samir, for those kind words. Thank you, Mr. Gnani. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here this morning. I have had the privilege of interacting with Samir over the years, and of course have been a part of a number of events that Scotch has organized on various aspects of public policy. And I must compliment Samir that in the approach that he's adopted towards extremely contentious public policy issues, he has ensured that all sides of the debate, all shades of opinion are brought to bear on an issue. And that is something rare in today's extremely polarized environment when everybody is trying to drive an agenda. So therefore, congratulations, Samir, and I wish you and Scotch all the best. And I would like to thank you for honoring me for writing this book. It just comes out of reading too many Commando comics as a child. So therefore, but I do hope at some point in time, all of you would maybe get a chance to read it. My motivation behind writing this book was very simple. As I look back on the 70 years of India's journey since its independence, I find that because of the baggage of partition with Pakistan and because of the unsettled borders with China, India continues to be locked into the subcontinent. And till the time we do not find a modus vivendi and a sustainable modus vivendi with both our neighbors, India would never be able to achieve its true potential. The second underlying theme, as I examine flashpoints over the past 20 years and India's responses to them, is that unless and until South Asia does not integrate itself, again, neither would South Asia, which is the least integrated region in the world, nor India be able to rise to its truest potential. If a integrated South Asia, from the borders of Myanmar all the way till the borders of Iran, were ever to become a reality, South Asia and the 2 billion people that call it home would actually be the economic powerhouse of the world. So therefore, those are some of the dreams, as you can say, which really impelled me to write this piece. And once again, thank you very much, Samir, for recognizing it. I've tried to be as honest as possible, but when you're a practicing politician, honesty has its limits. Thank you.
Thank you. It has its limits and it has its price.